Hi, Gaye DeRusso again, and today is going to be our second workout day. So today we're going to do biceps and triceps, some more abdominal work, and then we'll be doing some balance exercises as well. So I hope you're ready. So remember to watch part 1, and then this is part 2 of your workout session for riding. And again, I'm making it very easy, simple exercises that you can do. And remember to start out slow. Start out with a couple of reps, and then each time you do it, try to add on more and more. So first we're going to do our biceps. So what we're going to do first is called the bicep curl. We're going to take the weights in a minute, and you're going to hold them in your hands. You want to just a slight bend in your knee. Again, do it in the mirror if you can. And what you're going to be doing is picking the weight up and then bringing it back down. So as you do it, you're going to kind of curl your hand to the outside, and then as you lower it, your palms will face towards your pants. So as you come up, you will turn it, because there's 2 heads of the bicep that you're working, and then you're going to turn it the other way. Okay, so we're going to do 3 sets of 10, but again, you start very minor and start with light weights, even though I might be using a heavier weight than you use. Now remember, I didn't start with this heavy. I'm just working my way up because I'm trying to keep my strength up and build up some muscle that I lost when I stopped working out for a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So as you do it, you're trying to keep your body still. You're trying not to throw the weight up, but to slowly curl it up. And I just tend to look at the weights. It just helps me to inspire me to lift it up. And I always make faces when I'm lifting. So we're going to do 10, so just one more. Okay, so now we're going to take a minute break, and I'll put some music on.
Hey, what's the matter, man? We're gonna come round to 12 with some Puerto Rican girls. It's just time to meet you. We're gonna bring a case of wine. Hey, let's go mess some fool around, you know, like we used to. Hey, we're gonna do a club in Midtown, you know, we're gonna mess some fool around. Hey, man, what's with you? Yeah, you've been strung out for too long, you know. Girls will come and go, that's just like street cars. I say I've been staying in too long. You know, sometimes I feel abandoned.
I always like to put on music when I'm working out because it inspires me more. So now that was our first bicep exercise. So if you're just starting out, just do that one. Don't do the second one. We are otherwise, though, going to do another bicep curl. So this one, instead of rotating, we're just going to keep our palms straight, and you can do it one at a time, or you can do them both together. When I do this one, usually because I'm a little tired for that first one, I usually use a lighter weight. And again, since I'm trying to build some muscle up, I do a little bit lower reps. So I'm usually between 6 to 10 reps. So here we go.
I've been walking Central Park, singing after dark. People think I'm crazy.
So we're just doing 2 exercises for the biceps. Again, later on, you can always go up to 3 exercises if you want. We're just going to do 2 exercises for our bicep, and now we're going to do 2 exercises for our triceps. So we're going to do a tricep press. So what we're going to do is hold a weight. Be careful if your hands are weak. And you're going to hold the weight, keep your elbows in. You're going to lower it behind your head and then slowly push it up. So you want to either start with no weight like this, or a small weight, so you want to make sure you can handle it, that you don't hurt your shoulders or neck or anything like that. So we're going to show you how to do it. I'm going to take the weight, wrap your fingers around it, and then you're going to slowly lower it down. So you're just bending the elbow. You're trying to keep the rest of your body still. Keep a little bend in your knees. Keep breathing. And it's not easy, especially as we get older, but just try. Good. And be careful as you bring the weight down. So as I'm holding, and I'm kind of holding the weight like that in between my hands, and then pushing it up. So we're going to take a minute break, put on some music, and do the next set to music.
Lowe's knows the toughest jobs need the toughest tools.
Okay, so the second tricep exercise, you're going to hold on to something firm. You're going to keep your elbow kind of tucked in by your side. You're going to hold the weight or start without a weight, and you're just straightening your arm and bending it back down to 90 degrees, just like this. So remember, start with just a couple reps in one set, and then work your way up to 3 sets, and then start adding more and more reps on. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to start with my left arm first. Now you can always hold it longer if you want to make it harder, but in the beginning, you might want to just bring it out and bring it back in. All right, let's do it to music now. All right, so not so bad, and we're almost done. So now we're gonna do our abdominal again on the yoga ball. So remember, on the yoga, if you do your crunches on the yoga ball, to make sure you're stable, you can move your feet out or keep your feet the same and push yourself back and forth. And I'm going to do 3 sets of 30. So I'll show you some of it, but you'll get bored if I show you all of it. And just remember, 1 minute break in between, and then start again. And we'll put on some music so it's more entertaining. Okay, so I'm gonna do more sets, but I don't think you have to watch me do those. Unless you want to, you can just replay it. But remember, with all your exercises, you really want to concentrate on the muscles you're using. Think about it. Don't be on your phone. Don't be talking to somebody. Concentrate on your muscles and what you're actually doing to get the most out of it. And remember, it doesn't matter if you start with 1 rep and 1 set. It's just that you get started. And that's the hardest part. Once you get into it, it becomes easier, like everything. But when you're starting, things are very hard, annoying. You won't be able to do it. You'll get mad. It's okay. Just keep it up. Okay. So I'm going to do the other reps and then I'll show you the balance board. Okay. The first balance exercise we're going to do with our eyes closed. I'm going to stand in the doorway. You put your hands out to support yourself in case you lose your balance. You got to be able to do it with your eyes open first before you try this, and then we're going to do it with our eyes closed. A lot of people get vertigo, inner ear problems, and all sorts of problems as we get older. Our eyes compensate for some of it, so we're trying to teach ourselves how to balance without actually using our eyes. So here we go. And you're just going to start with 10 seconds. I try to get up to 30 to 60 seconds, but I'll just show you for 30 seconds. So it won't look like much, but I'm going to stand there, put my hands out, and close my eyes. So balance on 2 feet. Make sure you can just stand here first and then take your hands off, but be ready to hold yourself if you need it. Again, if you're already wobbling, then don't close your eyes. Just stand here for 30 seconds. But if you're good, let's close our eyes. And then what happens is that sometimes you'll start wobbling back and forth. And you just keep your hands up. And then you're just going to try and count and see how long you can do it. If you start really wobbling, open your eyes, try to reset yourself, and just start again. Okay? So we would do that for 30 seconds. Now, once you can do that each week and you can do it really well, try doing it standing on 1 leg. So make sure first you can stand on the leg, or you can hold the walls and do it and get yourself so you can stand on your 1 leg without holding onto the walls. And then once you can do that well, you're going to try and stand on 1 leg and close your eyes. It's hard. It's very hard. You'll see I'm going to start to wobble in a little bit. This is much better than when I started. I did fall over a lot in the beginning, and you just keep it up. Okay? So you'll try that for 30 seconds. Open your eyes. You can take a break. Then stand on your opposite leg. Hold your other leg up. Try to get right in the middle of the doorway. Okay? So hold the walls to start. Take your hands in. Once you can do that well, then you can close your eyes. And then you'll see I'm starting to wobble just a little bit. So you're trying to catch your balance without opening your eyes if possible. So that's why you have your hands right by the walls just in case. And you try to do that for 30 seconds. Okay? Then what we're gonna do, balance board, okay? I have another video on this. Okay, so you can get this on Amazon, same thing, you can start in the doorway. So start in the doorway because it's easier to get on and easier to balance yourself so you can hold the wall, step on it. You wanna get your foot placement the same. So even on both sides of the board because it'll make it easier to balance yourself. And then what you're gonna try and do is just stand here and hold the walls. Once you're able to do that well, then you can take your hands off the wall. But you're ready to grab the wall if you start to lose your balance. Now I like it better on the rug because it's moving a little bit on the floor. And then once you get good, you can start to balance your arms out here, or you can hold them in here. And you're trying to get up to about a minute on it, okay? Now if you keep wobbling, look down because maybe your feet aren't spaced evenly, like mine weren't, because I'm trying to make the video. Okay. But you can do this watching TV, but you do want to pinpoint and stare at something. It's hard when I'm staring at the camera versus I'm staring at something on the wall. See how much easier that is? That I can focus much better. And you concentrate on tightening your muscles in your legs and holding yourself still. It's fine if it wobbles back and forth. Once you get better, you can do it on the rug without the walls, but you can always use something to help you to get up there, like the dresser I'm leaning on right now, and then see how it really doesn't move so much anymore. So it's much easier, I think, on a rug. But you're trying to get, so you can do a minute, or then you can do a couple of minutes on the balance board. So I'm gonna try it here just in case you couldn't see. So again, try to get it so you can balance with 2 feet. And then once you can do it with 2 feet really well, for at least a minute or so, then you can try it with 1 foot. There's little lines in the board that will help you to line your foot up so you can always hold something, get your balance, and then once you get it, then you can lift your leg up and then hold your arms still, or you can hold your arms out here to balance you, whichever works better. Same thing, try to do a minute. And then you're gonna switch legs. Use the markers. You'll see it on the board if you get it from Amazon. Lift up your other leg, okay? Now, once you get good with these things, you can make it harder. You can do arm exercises. You can do things with your leg, okay? You can do side lifts. You can do back lifts. You can do all sorts of things. But in the beginning, you just got to be able to stand on the board. These things will seem very hard in the beginning. You'll want to give up. Don't give up. You got to get stronger. You got to get better, because as the decades go on, we are just losing more muscle mass and our balance is becoming worse because of it, and as well as just natural aging. So we can't stop it, but we can try to make it as good as we can. So remember, keep working out. I hope this helped you. Remember to like and subscribe.